Our last technical sketch is by far the most difficult because not only does it involve curves, but we have lines that aren't falling on an actual line on the graph paper. We also go diagonal across, and our reference points are a little bit more difficult to find. So we're going to set this up. We're going to start with point A. So we'll draw a little plus to represent point A. And my circle here is actually a block and a half over and 3 blocks over. So we have 2 concentric circles. So I'm going to lay that out. So I'm going to go a block and a half, block and a half, block and a half, all the way around. Then I'm going to go 3 blocks out, all the way around as well. 1, 2, 3. And what I'm going to do now is add in my radiuses as I go. Okay, so we've got our starting point here. Now what we need to do is add in the rest of the stuff. So this line here actually goes up a block and a half of a block. So we're going to start there, and then we can start to draw over and around and back. So I come out to the end, I go up a block and a half, and I just put a little dash there so I know where we're starting. And we're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we go down a block and a half. We go over 2 blocks. We go down 2 blocks. We go over 1, 2, 3 blocks. We go up 2 blocks. Over 2 blocks. Down 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bottom is a radius, but we're just going to skip that for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'm going to jump up to this line here, and that also goes down a block and a half. It goes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And at that 9th block, it actually starts to turn, comes down, and we finish off that radius like that. And while we're at it, we can go ahead radius in that corner there. This line on the bottom connects to where this center line comes out. So if I draw that in, from this point here to that point there is where we want to connect. And there's no straight line to follow, so what we have to do is kind of line it up for the way we want it to go, and then hopefully it comes out all right. Okay, get my other center lines. Almost done, we just have to add this piece in. So if we count over 1, 2, 3, that's where the center line is here. So from my flat here, from where this point is, I count over 1, 2, 3, and it goes up 2.5 blocks for our center line. So we got the little half, 1, 2. And we're going to draw a circle that's just our 1 corner at a time, or I should say 1 radius at a time. And this guy goes out 2 blocks, so we can put our reference points. It doesn't go the whole way around, it's just around the top. Then they go straight down in, with the last little bit being a radius that curves in. Last thing we need to do is just put a radius to curve these little pieces onto the circle. Add in our centers, our center lines. And I believe we are finished. Oh, one last thing here. We've got a little hidden component here. That's what we call a hidden line, right? It's a block and a half down, and then it goes right to our center here. So we're going to just kind of treat it like it's hidden again, or treat it like it's square on the end here, just dashing along. This part here, then, we'll put a radius into, and then we can erase our extra. And again, that hidden line is showing detail that's beneath the surface. So if this part was in front of you, you couldn't actually see that, but it's showing us that, hey, there's something in here. All right. that is the last sketch.